Are we doing one of those pre-things where we say something fun and off the cuff and it's like a cold open?
Go New York, go New York, go!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were going to chime in.
There's no crowd
Way to go,
here. That's
Desi.
the problem. Is everyone at home doing that? Do it again and people at home can say it.
Go New York, go New York, go!
Great, they all said it.
I'm
Everyone
assume
said it.
everyone participated.
No one said anything
No
bad.
one was silent on the subway.
Hello and welcome to The Precap, a daily show podcast where we sit down with this week's host to recap some of the latest news and preview what's coming up next. I'm Devin Delliquanti. I'm a writer at the show, and I'm joined today by your host for the week, Desi Lydic.
It's me.
Hello, Desi.
Hi, Dev.
How are you?
I love sitting here with you.
It's a good time.
Making my day.
We have a good time, yes.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's your weekend?
It's good. It was good. Just doing a little homework, a little studying, and trying to survive through the enthusiastic New York City Knicks.
The vibes are wild in New York City right now.
Vibes are good.
Yeah, it's good. It's been fun. It's been a fun week.
How many orange and blue cookies have you had so far?
Too many.
Yeah,
I've
same.
had, yes. Well, we have a lot of orange and blue cookies coming in because of superstitions around the Knicks. So, yeah, people are, whatever their traditions are, they are sticking to them right now. I have a pair of Knicks sneakers that my brother-in-law got for me. He's a Sixers fan. Got me some Knicks kicks. And I was talking to my roommate, Scott Herkman. I was like, oh, should I wear them for the run? He's like, whatever you're doing, do not change it.
do it.
Not. So they are in a box in my closet. I'm like, if a good thing happens, I will take them out of the box and then I will wear them. But I do not want to do anything that would disrupt the flow.
Don't you dare.
I know.
Don't you dare. You keep those in the box.
I know. I'll keep them in the box. The superstition, it's very important.
Yeah, people take it very seriously.
But we're getting cookies every morning. Scott, my office mate, who's very superstitious, is now like, well, I have to bring cookies every day. It's those little, like, the black and white cookies, but orange and blue for the Knicks.
God, I love New York.
It's very good.
The best.
It's very good. Everybody's just like, what are you doing? Don't change it.
Did he brought cookies for the last game or the last series?
For game one, he brought them. Well, I think he brought them at the end of the last series, and then he brought them, and then they won, so then he brought them the next morning. So now it's just, there's cookies every day.
We should tell him that if we want the Knicks to make it to the finals next year, he has to bring cookies every day between now and then. So we just get free cookies.
I'm just going to have him hand me $100 on game day. And if it works, then every day he has to hand me $100. I'm like, look, man, you can't argue with success.
Hey,
you have to
we
keep
have
it
to keep it going.
the way it is. We were going to save the Knicks talk for later in the podcast. We're like, no, that's the only thing.
It's the only thing we're thinking about.
The only important thing happening in the world.
It really doesn't matter. I'm praying that they win tonight because otherwise tomorrow is going to be a very sad day to make the show.
I know.
I just need I don't need unhappy Daily Show staff.
You have to keep the vibes good.
Excited Daily Show staff.
Yes, that's good. I feel good because
Selfishly.
the last time I was in this podcast studio, Jordan Klepper was here and he was wearing a New York Knicks sweatshirt. So we are the level of superstition is very serious.
Okay, we're on track.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to do the entire podcast in character as Jordan Klepper?
I mean, if you want to, sure. It would be weird. Do you have a Klepper impression?
Just tall and just imagine hair.
That's pretty good.
That's it?
I believe it. So yes, lots of superstitions happening around the office. Everyone being careful. So you have to find out. You have to find out how exactly to sit in the chair. Be like, I don't want to disrupt any of the feng shui of the Knicks vibes in the office.
Exactly.
Anyway,
cross-legged all the way.
So what else were you looking at in your prep for this week?
Well, I always do all the prep and watch all the morning news shows to think about what we might cover. And then the news changes over about 3 or 4 times before Tuesday comes around. Mm-hmm. But how about that walkout?
Meet the press.
Meet the press.
That's right. For anyone who missed it, the president, Donald J. Trump, hope you're not learning that right now. Very big surprise if you are. But
if you are, I envy you.
Yeah, right. He sat down with Kristen Welker on Meet the Press. It was a 40-minute interview. They were in a barn, it looked like.
For some reason. In
pouring
Wisconsin.
Rain. Yep, in Wisconsin. Pouring rain.
Tin roof.
Yes, the worst roof for rain.
I was thinking about that, and that certainly happens unexpectedly from time to time, and there's nothing you could do with audio when that happens. But did they not know that it might rain?
I mean, there's been a lot of cuts to weather monitoring over the past 2 years.
True.
No one knows how or why that happened.
We lost
but
that funding.
There it is.
Yeah.
So they were in a barn and metal roof. It sounded like raining, and then the president was asked some questions about voter fraud, and then he stormed out of the interview.
Yes.
So now you're all caught up to speed. I think we actually have that moment.
Let's watch it.
You're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC, and CBS, and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked network. So let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on,
traveled
let's go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
All right, what did you make of it?
I traveled all the way to Wisconsin. There were no direct flights. I had a connecting flight.
That's a very funny thing to be like, Mr. President, the American people have like, I traveled to Wisconsin, man. Come
I was
on.
in a middle seat.
That's it. I also like the run where Trump was just listing off all the networks where he was like,
everyone
and
that he
ABC is crooked, like NBC is crooked, and ABC, and Nickelodeon, and Disney Junior,
Spike TV,
and Telemundo.
That's still around,
Yeah.
right? What this is exactly why I have never been able to trust a male president, because they get so emotional. He was at that point in his cycle, and it's just too volatile. You can't take the risk.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yes, it was a big emotional thing. I also found it funny. It's hard to storm out of a room with 80-year-old knees, clearly, because it was like, let's go or get out of here. You could see the storming stopped for the period from the butt in the chair to the butt out of the chair.
With the lav mic.
Yeah, it's hard. The small little mic that you wear.
Hard to
He
mic
didn't have a
drop
big
that.
mic like this mic. He had a tiny little mic.
Tiny mic drop.
Hard to drop that mic to
Very
be like,
tough.
I'm leaving the interview. And then he stepped on it on the way
Yes.
out.
Squashed it like a bug. It is pretty funny. The idea of dragging NBC all the way to Wisconsin to sit in a barn during a torrential rainstorm and then just pick up and leave. It
Yeah.
is true bully behavior. It's bully inviting you to a costume party kind of behavior.
Yeah, like everybody else is in the costume and you're not. Be like, well, you're stranded out. You're stranded at this barn in the rain. Yeah. It's also like classic romantic comedy setup is like you're together in a barn in the rain. That's the moment you're supposed to connect with somebody.
Where she drops her binder, her
Yes.
oversized binder, and then
no,
she
my
leans
notes.
down and he goes down to help her pick it up, and
Yeah.
they slowly come up together and realize that they have a connection.
And they lock eyes and then answer
That'd be nice.
sincere questions about the Iran war.
Yeah,
That's-
I don't
you know
think
what?
so.
No, it didn't happen that
Unfortunately,
way.
those dreams have been lost.
We keep waiting for a rom-com to happen when we watch the news, and it
If
always
only.
disappoints us.
If only.
Always so disappointing.
Yeah, but we didn't get rom-com, but we did get Bravo Housewife.
We did.
Reunion, and
Oh, it was
that's
good.
pretty close.
Yeah, that is good. Speaking of reality TV stars, part of the contentiousness of the end of that interview was talking about the elections in California, and the
Yes.
vote count is still going, and Spencer Pratt, who is running for LA mayor, he was in second place, and it looked like the runoff was going to be between him and Karen Bass, but then over the weekend, Nithya Raman overtook him for second place, so that might be the runoff, and so because California's mail-in ballots come in late and they count the vote late, they were saying, well, there's got to be election fraud and they're cheating Spencer Pratt. So it seemed like as if it wasn't reality show enough.
Right.
It's an actual reality TV star who is losing the election and pissed off about. We just need a reunion show.
We do. We just need a reunion show. So wait, you're telling me that an unqualified candidate is struggling in the race?
Yes.
There must be foul play.
Yes, always. That's the only option. I feel like the voting with the mail-in ballots would be so frustrating because I've gotten Christmas cards back in like May.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine if your vote came back and you're like, what do you mean?
What?
I put the address right.
Oh,
It would be so
man.
frustrating.
Darn it.
Yeah. So
And this is why I never send thank you notes.
that's good. No, it's important.
Right.
You never should.
Yeah.
Paperless post. You got to do a paperless post thank you note.
That's it.
That's good.
That's your only option.
That's it. So yeah, that was a lot of the reason for the contentiousness was saying, well, what evidence do you have of voter fraud? And it was
Right.
like, it's vibes, baby. We're going on like vibes. It's all vibes. So yeah, so that was a big
wild.
part of it.
That was a fun drama to watch play out.
But it seems like a lot of that is happening now with the California election and a lot of like Republican congressmen and media figures are saying, well, it's rigged and all that kind of thing. And so that's what led to the walkout was Kristen Welker going, well, do you have any evidence of this or in 2020? And he was like, I got your evidence right here. And he threw the tiny mic down and he stepped on it and then he walked out on the dirt into the pouring rain.
That's what I was saying. Where is he storming off to?
I don't know. That's good.
Wow. I guess once you commit, you have to commit. You got to go walk out into that rain.
Yes, that's it. You can't storm off. If there's a storm, you have to storm off into the storm.
Wouldn't it be great, though, if he went to storm off, but then realized it was raining, he didn't want to ruin his hair, so he just stood there and kind of like looked over his shoulder awkwardly?
It's the worst version of when you say like a really heartfelt goodbye to someone, but then you're walking in the same direction. Is you do the storm off of the interview, but then you have to hang out. It's like,
well,
so you got any plans this weekend?
What are you doing later?
Yeah, you gonna watch the Knicks game? Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't have any evidence for the voter fraud thing. I keep every time I'm like, I got to bring that evidence. But it's 5.5 years. I keep forgetting to bring the evidence.
Figure it out. I should have brought a binder.
Yeah. What else?
Anyway.
So yeah, that was the Meet the Press interview. Very contentious.
Yes.
Something of note to me was obviously they were in what looked like a barn, some, I think, John Deere equipment behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Another big story going on right now is the New World Screwworm fly has reappeared in the U.S. Have you followed this story?
I've heard about this. This
so the
is very
screwworm,
disturbing.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. It's a flesh-eating worm. That's the grossest I'll get. So don't turn off. Okay. Don't turn off the podcast. Okay. So the worm gets in, and this was the first confirmed case since the 1960s in America. And
make America great again.
There we go. We're bringing all kinds of wonderful things back, aren't we?
Yeah. Living up to its promise.
But yeah, so this is something people are really worried about, and it's another one of those like political footballs where, on the one hand, Doge cut a screwworm monitoring program last year when it was like, what if we just cut all these things? What's the worst that could happen? It's like, Ebola's coming back. Screwworm.
Who's had screwworm since the 60s? We don't have to worry about that. Well, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say screwworm? Is that a curse word? We want to make sure this pod is family friendly.
Do they bleep screwworm when we say screwworm?
We should probably bleep screw.
What we really need to do is be like screwworm.
Screwworm.
And then people we're going to get in people's searches.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
So we should bleep it. But yeah, if it's like S blank 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 worm, people are like, ooh, what is this? I'm going to click on it.
Alan, can you bleep the word screw in screwworm?
We're just going to say screwworm a whole bunch of times, and if you can bleep it. We have to turn this episode around really fast, so we're making his life miserable too. Just like, did you see the worms this weekend? There's so many worms.
So many. Well, now I'm afraid. Where are the worms being discovered? Is it Texas?
Yes, there's worms in Texas.
Okay.
It's near the U.S.-Mexico border. Are the worms?
Okay, so the worms are on the border all throughout Texas. Have the worms been anywhere else in the country?
In America, not yet. They've only found them in Texas so far. There's a worm problem in Central America and Mexico. So the right likes to say, well, this is a problem of the Biden's border, and then it becomes, or was it Doge and all that? But what I can tell you about the worms is I love the solution to the worms.
Right. Tell me about this. What is the solution to this?
So what you do is, in order to stop the worms, they drop 4 million sterilized male flies. So the male flies are very promiscuous. The females only mate once. So they drop 4 million sterilized male flies into the the area where the worms are. They mate one time, they don't reproduce, and then that's it.
Wow.
Pretty good system, right?
This is great.
Scientifically speaking, the solution is fuckboy flies.
We got fuckboy fly summer coming up.
It's going to be so hot.
It's going to be so
all these
hot.
flies getting out there, not trying to commit, not trying to get tied down.
This is the problem with an abstinence-only fly program. This is what goes wrong.
I know.
This is why we can't do that. When you're going to you're going to
It leads to too many unexpected pregnancies. I mean, in the name of the worm. What are we talking about?
It's not a surprise.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Living up to their identity.
That's it. And yet, here we go. So dropping in how do you sterilize a fly even?
I am not interested in finding out. I'll
really?
be honest.
Do you have to give like the world's tiniest little vasectomy where you just, I don't know, to a fly?
That's actually pretty impressive if you could do that. I don't have the eyes for that anymore.
The littlest tweezers you ever had? Those little things that like watchmakers or watch repairers use? Yeah, that would be good. Just going and snipping the fly, putting it in the pile to drop into Texas. Go have fun, fly.
So many ways that surgery could go wrong.
Yes, it's true. What were you picturing?
Nothing.
What? Were you picturing being pregnant and being like, you said that you were a sterile fly?
I was thinking about how the flies would probably not want to get sterilized, and they'd be like, why don't you just go on the pill? Or how about you? There's a whole argument between the male fly and the female fly. Yeah. And then it's like, just do me this one favor. I have to deal with enough.
The pillow talk between flies.
Turning it into a whole narrative in my
I know.
mind.
It
went off the rails.
This is why we need better fly sex education.
Yes.
So they know what they're dealing with and they can reproduce better.
Oh, boy.
Do you think Jeff Goldblum ever has to worry about this? He was famously the fly went into a machine. Maybe you make the flies huge, you sterilize them when they're big, and then you shrink them back down and put them in.
Yeah.
See?
That's the most sensible solution.
I don't want to say we're the best science outlet on the internet, but I think we're up there.
I would say that the fact that they cut Doge is probably okay because we're here to
Yes,
solve the problem.
we can solve it. Bill Nye, if you're
maybe they
watching,
were right.
if you're listening, let us know if we're right. Let us know if there's a way we can sterilize flies.
How far off are we? But wait, should we be bleeping the word screw or the word worm?
It's a good question. If we start talking about, because RFK famously had a worm in his brain. You remember that?
Yeah.
If we talk about that worm, do we have to bleep worm?
Yeah.
If it's
I think so.
Yeah. But that's going to be more confusing. If you
I
bleep
just-
the word worm and I'm like, RFK had a worm in his brain, you at home have no idea what I'm talking about
Yeah,
if the
that
word
is
worm
true.
is bleeped.
But I think the goal of this is just to continue to give Alan more work on this quick turnaround pod.
Yes.
So, Alan, if you could just make sure to bleep the word worm, I think that would be, maybe we would try that.
I think it would be good. Guys. He said guys, not any other word. Anyway, speaking of animals and livestock, we're I think the number one livestock podcast. Are we? Are we on the livestock charts?
We should be.
We should be. We're so informed.
It's not a competitive category,
No.
as far as I know.
We should be doing this in a barn.
Right. Where's a good barn when you need it?
We should have farming equipment behind us, and then you would storm off because I upset you about.
Alan, can you just edit in a barn for the background in this shot?
Very good.
Are you able to put like a barn filter behind us? Put in some rain sounds?
So yes, on the subject of livestock, there is, I don't know if you saw this, an albino buffalo that is named Donald Trump in Bangladesh. So I actually want to pull up a picture of this thing for anybody watching. If you're on your phone, maybe Google it. That is the albino buffalo from Bangladesh named Donald Trump. It was slated to be sacrificed in an Eid ceremony, I think. And when they discovered that it looked like America's 45th and 47th president, they saved its life and sent it to a zoo.
Wow.
What do you think?
I think that what is it? It's a buffalo.
A buffalo. Buffalo now named Donald Trump, who has golden locks. I do see the resemblance. However, I feel like if you're about to be sacrificed and you're wherever you are, you're probably breaking out a comb and some hair gel and be like, look, whatever I can do to get myself saved here. He's like, if I can, just a quick comb over. And he's like, I'm good. Send me to the zoo. Look at me.
You're saying that he actually worked on his Trump impression to save his life. He sort of saw it coming. He went, I'm going to go all in on this.
I'm saying he was backstage at the sacrifice, getting ready to go, looking in the mirror, being like, I need a plan here, guys. And he just combed his hair over. And now he's at the zoo. It worked out great.
He actually, surprisingly, does look a lot like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that buffalo would probably give a better interview to Meet the Press.
And he would look good in that barn.
I love that he's like, I spent all this money on moose, and you tell me I look like this guy? This is what I get? Oh, man.
So this thing's life was in danger, and then they were going to sacrifice it. And they're like, we can't sacrifice it. But it probably went back there like, this is why we need to build the bull room. we need
America needs a bull room.
Yeah, taxpayer money. $1 billion for the bull room.
$20 billion for the bull room.
We're going to have there's just going to be missiles underneath it and drones on top of it, and inside it'll be...
This is a surprisingly heartwarming story. I didn't see that coming.
Well, I did see that the zookeeper, I think, got fired. That he put Donald Trump on the name of the like, hey, come see the Donald Trump buffalo. And they're like, get out of here. You can't be doing that. Like, they don't know if it's going to get him in trouble. So, yeah. So I think those are some of the things that we missed. And then what else are we looking at? What are you hoping to talk about this week when you're in the chair?
The Knicks winning, obviously. Number one.
Very
I think
important.
every headline this week is going to be about the Knicks. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't want to jinx it.
Every headline, yeah. You gotta knock every piece of wood around there.
As though Scott Herkman was here.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Scott Herkman. Very superstitious office mates.
Very superstitious.
But yeah, The Office has been buzzing. It's been very excited. Did you watch Game 2?
I did.
It was a good game.
It was a great game.
It was very exciting.
That
at the
ending.
End. Mm-hmm.
I know.
So if you didn't watch the game, first of all, you should have watched the game. Great
Shame
game.
on you.
NBA Finals. Shame on you. The Knicks are up by 1. Spurs have the ball. And 7 seconds left, which is an eternity of time, and it's so nerve-wracking. So they inbound the ball, they pass it to Wembanyama. He gets the shot off, and it hits the rim and misses, and then the Knicks win. And after that moment, Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Cat, the big cat for the Knicks, there's a shot of him, and he's walking towards center court, and he kind of points to the sky. And it was sort of this touching moment. And then afterwards, the interviewer at center court was like, I saw you kind of pointing up after the game, when you guys won, what was that moment about? And his mom had passed away, I think, in 2020. And he was saying, I pray to her, when we need help. And they had the ball, they had 7 seconds, and I was just like, Mom, we need to stop here. And it was this like super sweet moment of him like, and he's like, when we got the stop, I sort of looked up and I was like, he was like saying thank you, which is this like beautiful, touching moment. But in my mind, when I was watching it, I was thinking that the person who can guard Wembanyama is Kat's mom from the afterlife coming down as he's going to put up the final shot, just going, get that shit out of here. You're not scoring on my son. He's going to win the NBA championship, which was a beautiful thing.
That's exactly what you need. See, mom's saving the day every time.
That's it. They come through.
From
the afterlife. It was a beautiful moment.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns.
More.
Actually, that's actually the premise of a 90s comedy. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Totally.
The Sixth Man.
Yeah.
Is Marlon Wayans' movie. Friend of the show, Marlon Wayans.
Love Marlon
Wayans. But yes, there was I think 2 players and one of them dies, and then he sticks around as a ghost and he helps them win the team.
Yeah.
Which, look, anything that the Knicks, whatever works.
Whatever needs
works.
to happen.
You need the power of the afterlife. That's it. Don't sage Madison Square Garden.
Nope.
Keep it working.
We need the afterlife, and we need you not wearing your Knicks shoes.
I know. I'm not going to wear them. They're going to stay where they are.
Dare.
I'm not changing a thing.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be the same. Here's an interesting fact I learned about the movie The Sixth Man.
Yeah.
So in The Sixth Man, Marlon Wayans can see ghosts, and he's the only one who can. But that movie came out 2 years before The Sixth Sense.
It did?
Yes. So I think the movie The Sixth Sense is inspired by The Sixth Man. Because he was always doing the scary movies. I think the scary movie took from Marlon Wayans.
So was he actually psychic?
I don't know. Maybe. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Wow.
And Scary Movie, huge at the box office. So shout out to Marlon Wayans. Shout out to...
So prolific, that guy.
I know. It's good. Shout out to The Sixth Man. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. Let's go Knicks. Anything. Look, the real world and the astral plane are all in line trying to make this Knicks championship happen. From the 90s until now. A lot of good
energy.
It's very good energy.
Yeah.
So yes, Game 3 of the Knicks is this evening as we're recording, Monday night. Very exciting. Big news story. New York's mayor will be there.
Yes.
America's president will be there. It's a big. This is a huge thing. Oh, and another thing we saw.
Does he get booed? Huh?
Him, Trump, or him, Mamdani?
No,
I think.
Trump. You think Mamdani's going to get booed?
I don't think so. Well, here's what's so weird about this is the tickets are so expensive that you don't know what the vibe of the crowd is going to be. If you're paying $10,000 a ticket.
And the lowest, most affordable price is $8,000, right?
I guess.
Worst seat in the house, $8,000.
$8,000. So I don't know. But New York likes to boo stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Or will they put him on the Jumbotron or not? It's a weird situation. I don't know. It'll be in the box, I think, with James Dolan, who's the owner of the team. But there's all this security that they have to do now because they were going to do a watch party outside, which is like the watch parties have been like fun and wild and the energy's there has been incredible, but they can't do that
Cancel
now.
It.
Yeah. So you can't have that energy outside with a sitting president coming in and Secret Service and whatever. And, so I don't know. This is why we need a ballroom, which is a place where the Chicago Bulls would play if they were in the finals, is build a ballroom and put all the security underneath it, everything on top of it.
So stupid.
It's very stupid.
And if you like jokes like that, folks,
yes,
you are going to love this week's
episode. Be sure to watch The Daily Show this week. On the subject of all the
Should we bleep Bull?
Yes, we should bleep Bull.
Alan, can we bleep Bull from the podcast?
Give him this is why you need a ballroom. He's so angry.
This is why we need a ballroom.
How dare you, filthy. Terrible.
It is both electrifying and terrifying walking around New York City at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Watching all of these New Yorkers be so happy, it's a little unsettling. Like,
It
I
is.
really thought I was in one of those Smile movies for a minute.
They're just
It's
shouting
very
"fuck you"
weird.
at drivers, but happily.
But
hey,
enormous smiles on
Yeah.
their faces.
yeah, that's it.
What a beautiful time to be in New York.
I know. The other thing I realized is this now, like, if Mamdani and Trump are there and the Knicks don't win, then it's going to be like, well, what's the problem and what happened? And, because were you the one that was telling me that they're not even changing who's in the courtside seats?
Oh, yes. We were just talking about that.
So,
yeah,
like, Spike Lee and
Mhm.
then Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner
Yes.
and Ben Stiller,
Ben
like,
Stiller.
they're all in the same place. I thought, like, if Chalamet and Jenner broke up now, it would be like, we got to keep going. We have to be in the same seats. You can't be there. Like, this would be the worst time for somebody to be like, no, we're staying together for the sake of the
You gotta
Knicks.
Stick it out for the Knicks, baby.
Right?
Stick it out for the Knicks.
That's
You
good.
do what you need to do for your state. This
Anything.
is actually, hearing that they're keeping the celebrity row the same is making me feel so much better about getting rejected in my plea for tickets for tonight's game. I that must be why.
That's gotta
because
be
they just
why.
need to keep it consistent.
It was purely
and not
superstitious.
that I'm irrelevant and
That's
not
fair.
worthy of a seat.
Totally fair.
I'm going to go with that.
What else we got? Oh, speaking of sports, we've got the World Cup starting this week.
Yes.
Another huge, it's a huge
It's a
sports
big
week.
sports week.
Yeah, so World Cup, very expensive.
This is insane.
It's a lot of money.
I thought that the basketball that the MSG tickets were high, but what does parking cost
$225
for parking?
There's a $225 parking spot at the American Dream Mall. The aptly named American Dream Mall.
That is no American dream.
In
No
the
one's achieving that
Netherlands.
American dream.
Look, my ancestors came to this country with nothing but the clothes on their back, hoping that one day they could afford to park at the American Dream Mall.
If you could afford to park at the American Dream Mall, you have reached the American dream.
That's the American
is
dream.
220. Did you say $25?
$225.
$225. That's crazy.
And the trains were going to be $100. There were people mapping out how you could walk from New York City to the Meadowlands, which is not a pretty walk.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the bodies of thousands of Union leaders buried in the
God.
swamps of the
Oh
Meadowlands.
God.
It's bubbling up through the swamps.
I hope those
Yeah.
parking attendants are fluent in fistfights.
So yeah, and then of course Sunday,
Yes.
the biggest sporting event of them all, UFC fight at the White House.
UFC fight.
Will you be trying to get tickets to that?
Are you kidding me? Me and Vanilla Ice.
You're going to go?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
come
don't
on.
have to ask me twice.
It'll be good. So yes, that is Flag Day, Sunday, the president's 80th birthday.
Big day.
There is a giant claw now over the South Lawn, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. Weird,
Do
right?
we have it? What is that supposed to look like?
I think that's what it is. He talked about keeping it up last week. That it would just that's a permanent part of the, I don't know, skyline of Washington now.
Americans don't know how to build things to last.
I guess that's true.
That's going to be like an IKEA bed frame on the side of the street.
You think it's just
Matter
going to
of
fall
time.
apart? Yeah.
Crumble into pieces.
They're on the
There's no
South
way.
Lawn with one little Allen wrench, just like tightening the little pieces.
Couldn't figure it out.
That's
Too many
it.
parts.
They're doing this UFC fight, and feel however you want to feel. It's weird to me to be having blood sports at the White House. That feels very kind of creepy and dystopian. But then I was like, this must be weird for WWE, like professional wrestling.
Oh.
Linda McMahon is the Secretary of Education. That seems like if you're gonna have like a sporting event thing, he's had a relationship.
She's earned it.
Yes.
Yes.
Triple H runs it. Why aren't they doing, and 80s wrestling was the epitome of like a shirtless guy with an American flag coming out in a 2x4 in the other hand.
That's right.
Just like hitting the Iron Sheik in the head and trying to that's.
You can make up any narrative you want.
Yes.
And it goes.
Yes.
Anything flies.
Yes, and the match can end the way you want in a
That's
very
right.
it seems much more
Nothing
controlled.
is fact-based.
Yes.
It's all just off the rails.
It's vibes.
Chaos,
It's not evidence.
Drama, mayhem.
This is what it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
That's a
I
very
felt
good point.
I felt bad for professional wrestling. All of the work, all of the time they put into
And they got
cultivating
nothing. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and then there's reports that they're having trouble attracting A-list people to come to the fight.
Right.
The Rock apparently said no, and who Who are some of the other people? I think Adam Sandler was invited but isn't going. Jared Leto.
Jared Leto said no. If Jared Leto says no, it's time to rethink. Maybe just have like a small, intimate sleepover just to save face.
Yeah, when Jared Leto's like, this project seems like a mess, I'm out.
It's time to wrap it up.
He's sitting there reading the script for Morbius 2. Like, what's that? UFC? No,
I'm good.
That's not for me. That's a pass from your boy JL.
We're going to have an intimate get-together. Let's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So we got that this week. Yeah. And then anything else you're looking forward to guest-wise on the show? Anybody you're looking forward to talking to?
Devin, we have a powerhouse week of women. We got John leading us off with Jane Fonda.
That's very exciting.
I have Laverne Cox on Tuesday night, Nina Dobrev on Wednesday, and then Thursday, being the sports gal that I am, Chris Everett and Martina Navratilova.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
How exciting.
That's great. Are they going to try to corner Michael Costa and tell us the truth about if he's good at tennis or not?
I am paying them to do so. If they're not voluntarily doing it, I will coerce them into it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, they got to roast him a little bit.
They should.
Yeah.
Big sports week.
Big sports week.
Big sports week.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that will actually bring us to our final segment, which we call Daily Show and Tell. So this is something that you have watched, read, or listened to, argued about, or it's something that's just been on your mind. I will throw it to you first. And
well, because of the phenomenal guest that I have Tuesday night, Laverne Cox, she's coming on the show to talk about her memoir. And I've spent the last couple of weeks reading it. It is so beautifully written. It's incredibly inspirational. She has been through it.
Yeah, I saw one of the excerpts from it. It just seems like incredibly powerful.
Yeah, it is. I highly, highly recommend that everyone go out and get that book, and I cannot wait to sit down and chat with her.
That's
so that would be my rec.
That's it. Another friend of the show.
Another friend of the show. She came. She did a very funny, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. For my Daily Show and Tell, I will shout out this documentary that I watched recently called The Dark Wizard, which is about a climber named Dean Potter. And so, yeah, anyone who knows Alex Honnold from the movie Free Solo, who climbed that, oh my gosh, it's 1,667-foot building, skyscraper. He climbed to the top of it, no ropes, no nothing, over in Taiwan. So he's in this documentary, but this is a guy who came before him named Dean Potter. Okay. And he started doing free solo climbs, and then he graduated from just climbing to wearing a parachute and doing these weird hybrid like climb base jump things. Then he would do these sort of tightrope walks with a parachute and then without a parachute. And then he started doing wingsuit stuff. And he's an incredible athlete, but also this like clearly tortured guy. And it's just a really powerful documentary. And from the first scene, it will grab you, and all 4 episodes were incredible. So I recommend The Dark Wizard. God. That was my...
Were you just watching on the edge of your seat?
The most stress.
Terrified for... Yeah, it sounds very stressful.
Yes. Every part of me was just clenched.
Are you much of a climber? Have you ever gone rock climbing? Or
not really, no. My wife is into rock climbing.
No. Oh, she is? I didn't know that.
Coward. Yeah, she will rock climb, and then my 2 kids they go to a rock climbing camp.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they do in the summer, so they're into it. But I don't want to show this to them is the problem.
You can't.
Literally a show and tell thing. I'm like, I don't want to see them climbing things with parachutes and all. That seems insane.
It's a very bad idea. You need to keep that from them.
Yes. I'm going to keep it from them.
That's a secret you keep.
Thank God they don't listen to this podcast. I'd be cooked. Yeah. No. I'm doing a show and tell. I can't even show and tell my kids.
No.
Horrifying.
Sorry. It's a very limited show and tell.
Yes.
Curated.
So I think that's it.
That's it?
I'm looking forward to your week.
Aw. Thanks, Deb. This was so fun.
My pleasure. That's all the time we have for the pre-cap. I am Devin Delliquanti. Please catch Desi Lydic hosting The Daily Show this week on Comedy Central, Paramount Plus, and right here in podcast form on The Daily Show Ears Edition.
Look at us.
Now, you need to sit like that for the rest of the week to help the Knicks,
I will not move.
It's going to be tough. They'll just carry you to the desk, and they'll put that chair on top of the desk.
Perfect.
Great.
Explore more shows from The Daily Show podcast universe by searching The Daily Show wherever you get your podcasts. Watch The Daily Show weeknights at 11, 10 Central on Comedy Central, and stream full episodes anytime on Paramount Plus.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.